What is up, my fellow edgelords? Today, we're going to talk about using Discord like hackerman. Are you ready? We're going to go, some Elliot Alderson style on this motherfucker. Now, what do you need to get? Okay, no, first we should talk about the 3 ways or 4 ways that people usually use Discord. Number one, it's going to be through the browser. Number two, you're going to install the app on your PC. Number three, you're going to use it on your phone. Or number four, you're going to be using it on some sort of gaming console. The fourth one is completely null. We don't need to worry about that. If you're using Discord on a console outside of playing a game with somebody, you're either like super broke or you bought the console meme and like you just think it's the best thing on the planet and you just don't want to ever buy a gaming PC, even though like buying a gaming PC is really cheap in 2024 and it's probably the better way to go about things. But that's nowhere here nor there. So with Discord, the app, right? Everybody uses the app. I always see it. It's like, oh, I'm going to install this on my Windows machine. I got the Discord app. It opens up when my machine starts. I go in there. I got this. I got that. I'm a cool guy. Well, what if I was going to tell you, or what if I told you that that is not the good way to go about it? The way that I would go about it, and what we're going to be talking about in this video, is using the browser. Now, the thing about browsers is browsers allow you to do extensions and things like that, right? So I've got I use Vivaldi, right? We got my little Vivaldi right here. The first thing I'm going to talk about is like the Chrome. Actually, let's go to another space. I'm going to talk about the Chrome Web Store. I got a little, shortcut right here. If you come here to the Chrome Web Store and you type in Discord, right? This is the gold mine. There is so many features, so many things that you can add to your Discord experience through this. It's like unreal, right? And obviously this is going to be on Chrome browsers, but with Firefox, I'll probably do a Firefox one too at some point. Like, like use Discord like a hackerman Firefox edition or whatever. But all you just add these kind of things, right? And then another feature. This is just a quick overview. So you need something like Violent Monkey or Tamper Monkey. If I can type, Violent Monkey I have installed right here. If you look, you know, this is kind of something you need. And what this does is it enables you to like use user scripts, right? So if we go back over to here, if I can not have this bar showing, that's so ugly. Oh my god. Do not show panel. Okay. I'm gonna go look at this place called Greasy Fork. Actually, I have to add this anyway because I haven't added this yet. So we're just gonna run through it. So here, Greasy Fork, this is a website that just kind of like where people post their scripts, right? So if you type in undiscord right here, this is a batch file deleter. And like, just click install. Apparently I already had this installed. Let's get out of here. And yeah, so in here, like you can find a bunch of other things. I've only the stuff that's only really been useful to me is this undiscord thing. Because thankfully, we have a thing called Vencord, which is basically the compilation of all the best extensions that have been made for this. I would say it's probably like 80% extensions that already exist in the Chrome store or like the Firefox add-on store, but all in one place. So we'll kind of show you how I have this set up. Actually, let me just exit out of here. I have a Vivaldi shortcut so I can go through it through my app launcher, like here. And like, yeah, here we go. We got the good old Discord. It's starting up. Look, see, I got all different themes. If I go here, it shows you, oh, hey, this person's posting this from the web or whatever, right? Now, one of the greatest things about Vencord, and there's other extensions that allow you to do it, but you can go and get some custom CSS and import it in. So that's how this all looks all fancy and nice and dark. And so if you go here to your user settings after you get Vencord, it's going to be its own little section right here. And you notice you get like nice little extra animations. So if you go to themes, so I have a couple of these themes here. Actually, I'm going to get rid of this one because I don't need it. But I will use that as an example. What you do is you can go over here to the better Discord themes. If you're not, obviously, if you're not uploading your own custom CSS. If you're uploading your own custom CSS, you're probably not watching this video. And you can just pick something like, oh, doc meta. Oh, we want this doc meta one. I'm going to save as, I'm going to put this inside a folder where I won't forget it. And then we come over here, upload theme. I go to my documents folder where I saved it, and now we have dark matter. And I can test out what that looks like. And yeah, let's see. Yeah, that's pretty cool. So and then they're like, they're replacing a lot of stuff in here and using different fonts and making it look nice. Very cool. Very cool. Personally, I prefer this. I've looked through a lot of these. I really prefer the Discord Night over everything else. Now, plugins. All right, let me exit this. Plugins. This is where I was saying, like, this is kind of like a compilation of like everything. If you go here, I'm going to show enabled. We're going to go through a few of like the choice ones that I really like. Let me get a little sip. So like anonymized file names for obvious purposes, if you want to prevent people from seeing your naming format from like devices, like your phone always does like something like, DCIM and then the date underscore whatever. This will change that and it'll just turn it into random characters, which is great. Then better gift picker. This just puts your favorites as the first thing that you see when you open up your gift picker. That's cool. I love spam. This is a great one. A lot of people's accounts are getting flagged as spammers, from like salty people or whatever the reason being. This enables you to see that sort of stuff. Member count, you can get a good idea of, how many people in the server, how many people are online. That's great. Message logger. Message logger is great. Actually, we can do a little demo for this. So, okay, I'm over here in this channel. We're going to write a test message. Test. Right? Now I'm going to delete this. Delete. Now look, it's still there. So you can still see it. So if you got people who are like, typing stuff they shouldn't be typing, or they're all butthurt about something, and then they delete the stuff afterwards because they're embarrassed, you can still see it. It's going to be right there. It's great. All right, let's get back to these plugins. Okay. So no pending count. This just takes the badge off for like, friend requests and stuff. No typing animation. This is a highly recommended one. It just dials back, the resource intensity of Discord because of like that stupid little typing animation. If you're in like a server with a ton of people and that thing's going off constantly and maybe you're on a low spec machine, this is a great way to fix that. So you're not all choppy and stuff. Permissions viewer, this is a great one, if you want to figure out who has the ability to do what inside a server. Reverse image search. I mean, there you go. It does what's the title is. All right, show hidden channels, show hidden things. These are great for if people got like little secret text channels and stuff. You can you won't be able to see into the channel, but you'll be able to see that it's there. So you can like call them out on it or whatever. That's funny. Silent typing, this just prevents you from showing up your typing animation. This is really good. Let's see, what are some other... Okay, voice downloads. So you know how when you're on mobile, you can like record and talk into your phone and then it posts it? Well, normally you can't do that from the desktop app or the the website or the page through your browser. So you can use this to download, and then they also have it so you can send. Really good. Um yeah. And then like, you got this sort of stuff, which is just controlling notifications and like custom CSS stuff. And yeah, so this is how I use Discord, like Le Hacker Man. Isn't it great? Isn't it great to not look at that ugly ass theme? I think that's the most important takeaway for everybody from this video is you don't have to look at the ugly ass Discord. There are people who are writing CSS for this, or you can even, if you're a guy who knows a little bit about a little bit, you could type out your own little CSS. You can grab somebody else's CSS and then just modify it. It's great. What else? A little bit of shop cleanup maintenance sort of situation. I do have a video about Budgie Desktop coming out. I'm just I if I talk about these things, I try to use them a bunch before I say anything. There's a couple hangups that Budgie Desktop has, which I'm trying to get a workaround. Um, Mainly like when you're switching workspaces, the shit loses focus. So I'm gonna try to do some sort of gnome extension workaround. Maybe I don't know if that's possible, but I'm gonna experiment, and then we'll get that. Once I can get Budgie 100% in the direction of how I use my PC nowadays, then we'll talk about it. Because honestly, like I try to keep it as keyboard centric as possible, but I leave the floating point and click pick features. Anyway, I'm rambling. Another video I'll probably have coming out is gonna be about ricing Windows 10 to say fuck you to Microsoft. That's gonna be great. I my Windows 10 rice is maybe 75% of the way there. I've got most of the keybinds out of the way. I have a feeling I'm gonna walk down some road with like scripting and auto hotkey, and that's gonna just be like me smashing my head against the keyboard until it works. Because right now I don't have all my keybinds in right. I'm using like fancy WM and like Power Toys and like all this stuff, and I'm trying to get it to work good, and it's just not there, and it's glitchy, and it does weird stuff. So we'll see. Maybe it's just the way I have it. I don't know. I'm rambling again. If you guys like this video, please comment, share, subscribe, post it on your Twitter, make fun of me, post it in your Discord, make fun of me, share it around. This is just a quick overview of how to use Discord like Le Hacker Man, like you're Mr. Robot or some shit. Alright, boys, I'll check you later. Peace.